Dricus Du Plessis fans are worried after this interaction with Khamzat that's going viral, guys. We're going to react to it, but basically, Khamzat Chimaev just looks a lot bigger than Dricus. This is just camera tricks. Is this for real? Is Dricus, is he screwed? Is he cooked, this weekend? I don't know, guys. We're also going to look at, some training footage of Khamzat Chimaev. We're also going to look at this video of him with these wolf shorts. Khamzat Chimaev was not happy. We're going to find out why. And guys, yes, Khamzat Chimaev is going to be fighting Dricus Du Plessis this weekend. Du Plessis defending his middleweight title. I'm excited for this fight. You guys have known this is one of my most anticipated fights. This is like the first time that one of the fights that I wanted to see this year actually happened. Dricus and Khamzat is a good fight. I've been usually picking Dricus. However, this interaction, I will not lie, did make me think, wow, you know what? Khamzat Chimaev, he has had the hype before of being a super strong guy, of finishing these guys in the first round. Maybe it's not that easy, crazy enough. Maybe it's not that easy to beat Khamzat, but Dricus, I think, has a good wide skill set, and Khamzat, we've seen the cardio. I'm going to give my prediction a little later on and go more in depth, guys, but I want to show you guys this interaction, and this is, like I said, this was during fight week. Khamzat Chimaev runs into Dricus Du Plessis, and, they're greeting each other. There isn't really much to this interaction other than the fact the size difference to me. I mean, before, people were reposting and saying the same thing I initially was like, oh my God, I could not believe the size difference. So this isn't even, I feel like you guys will get this visceral reaction if you guys haven't seen it already, because that is how viral this thing has gone. So this is the interaction, guys. This is Khamzat Chimaev walking. It looks like a little bit of a limp, but daps up Dricus Du Plessis. I mean, guys, I understand. Look, and I'm a Dricus Du Plessis fan, okay, and I'm gonna be rooting for Dricus this weekend. Wow. I mean, this is not a good camera angle. The camera tricks are doing dirt here, but I do think this is a little bit of camera angles. I'm sure that Khamzat Chimaev is big. Don't get me wrong. Maybe even bigger than Dricus, but I mean, come on. He literally looks like a giant, and Dricus looks like a little kid here. I mean, this is insane camera tricks. This is from behind Khamzat, benefiting Khamzat. Look, so yeah. Dricus taps him on the back. And I mean, look, let's just see how shoulder compares, how his hand compares to his shoulder. I mean, Khamzat, we know he's a strong guy. Look, this isn't any secret. If you're someone that is worried about this, I will say this. This is not new. We all knew Khamzat Chimaev is a strong guy. Khamzat Chimaev, he finished Robert Whitaker in the first round. I didn't think he'd be able to do that. Robert Whitaker is a strong wrestler himself, so this isn't some guy, that Dricus, I don't think is going to easily defend against. Like I said, I think that Dricus will get taken down, and I'm sure there might be some parts where it's close. However, will Khamzat be able to get over that finish line? I don't know. Dricus is shown to be so tough, and his cardio is, I think, better than Khamzat's, and he has more experience. He's faced better competition, and he's well-rounded. I don't know, guys. I think that seeing Khamzat bigger, it's a big deal, but I don't think the size is the only thing. The strength isn't the only thing, because if it was, we would have decided Khamzat a long time ago. However, I think that there's a lot of other things in this fight. I think, like I said, I think Khamzat will fatigue, and what does it matter if he's bigger, if he's going to be tired pretty quickly? And I mean, I also want to take a look at this, because it looked like he was limping, guys. Maybe, I think I'm dragging it a little bit. I think I'm dragging it. I don't think he was limping. So I'm going to stop with those conspiracy theories, man. I don't want to be like those Twitter, staph infection conspiracy theories all the time, guys. But Khamzat Chimaev also uploaded this training footage. Let's see how he looks, because I was just alluding to the fact that he could be injured, but let's actually see if he is. Unfortunately, I can't play you guys because there's music, but look, fast as hands from Khamzat Chimaev, because I mean, we've seen his hands before. He knocked out Gerald Mearshart. He's got good hands, and I actually think that this fight could potentially be a bit of a war. I think Khamzat has some heart, and I think maybe they could be on the feet a little bit. Maybe it could be literally both guys just trying to land. I can imagine both guys tired, just trying to land the better punches too. I know maybe a lot of people might not expect the fight to happen that way, but I could see it happening. And also, I'll point out to you guys, this is Khamzat Chimaev with the shorts. He just got new wolf shorts, and he's not happy with them, guys. Let's actually take a look at his reaction. Now, these are the customized shorts that a lot of different fighters have. Ilya Topuria had, Charles Oliveira had. The list goes on. Khamzat Chimaev now gets added to the list with his first official customizable shorts. And I'm going to show you guys them first. So these are the shorts, okay? You see little wolves on the side. Honestly, it's not bad. I mean, it's a bit surprising. I didn't expect like Hamzat. I mean, this is just a bit like kind of animated. Someone said their ass. Someone said best custom shorts ever. I mean, look, like this is just the two different opinions here. But I feel like I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a little cartoonish. To be honest, I'm not exactly feeling it. I would rather a little bit something more sick if I were Hamzat Chimaev. Like this doesn't look as good. This just looks like you plastered two wolves on there. Like I would have wanted some like badass looking wolves or something like that, especially if you're Hamzat. Here was Hamzat's reaction. I don't know. Maybe he feels the same way. Because let's take a look. You see, like, so this is Hamzat with the shorts on, and I honestly don't feel like the shorts look all that good. I mean, I don't know. This looks a bit ridiculous. I He's not happy with it. Apparently, he's been told that he's not happy with this slit. You know how by the pants. Apparently, he wants that a little open. I think that's why he's not happy. I'm not sure if it has to do with the design per se, but look, like I said, I think that I don't like the design personally. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be a hater. I know a lot of people might think I'm trying to be a hater, but I'm not. Whether he was wearing wolf shorts, pink shorts, purple shorts, the fight's gonna play out the same way, guys. I think that it is a close fight. The size difference does worry me. Hamzat's strength does worry me. The fact that Hamzat could go in there and just like spam a takedown and spam his overpowered strength for 2.5 minutes and possibly get a win. That's possible. However, I do still think that Dricus is going to win, guys. Like I said, Dricus has heart. I think that's the biggest thing. Dricus is going to keep fighting out of those positions, fighting out of those submission positions, and we've seen Khamzat Chimaev struggle with Kamaru Usman. Yes, he did good against Robert Whitaker, but I mean, that was one performance. I don't know. That performance does give me pause because I really am still very impressed with how he handled Robert Whitaker. I know, look, it happened a long time ago. I'm still impressed. I was shocked that happened. And he could potentially do the same thing to Dricus, but I think he's going to get taken down early. I think he's going to spend the first round defending a lot of the takedowns. And I think we're going to see Khamzat Chimaev be able to, I think we're going to see him to hold him down a little bit, but I think Dricus is going to get up. I think Khamzat Chimaev is going to slow down with the takedowns, and I think we're going to see Dricus take over. I am predicting, I'm going to say a third or fourth round knockout. I think Khamzat's going to get tired. I'm imagining, Dricus teeing off in the second, third, and then the fourth round maybe getting a finish. Khamzat tired, he's just wailing on him, like they're both exhausted, because Dricus also gets tired in these fights. People forget, even though I know he's been better since his nose surgery, he also has gotten tired, even like a little tired, not as tired for sure, but he still can get tired. I think it's going to be a dog fight, but Khamzat against Gilbert Burns fight, he showed that he was able to pull out, a little side of himself to pull out a victory. Even against Usman, it wasn't a war per se, but it was a pretty close fight at the end. Khamzat Chimaev had to kind of pull it together to try to get the win, even though I think he lost the fight, in my opinion, the Kamaru fight. And I mean, I think that Dricus will fight out of these positions. I think, constantly missing these finishes from Khamzat, I think it's going to exhaust him. I think it's going to just tire him out even more. And I think he's going to lose. I think he's going to get tired and knocked out. I know a lot of people are saying sub. Sub is possible, guys. I'm not against sub, but I've maintained I think a knockout is way, way, way more likely, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my last video where we talked about the Paramount and UFC deal. No more pay-per-view, or is pay-per-view back, guys. Go check that out, guys. Hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell for random live streams, random uploads. You guys are the best fan base MMA, and I'll see you guys in the next one.